Hi guys, welcome to Mr. Gupta's maths class. Today we are going to learn percentage and percentage. It's a really easy topic, and after watching this video you will understand what does percentage means here. So today's learning objective, how to find percentage. So any idea guys, what do you mean by percentage? When we say percentage, what first thing comes in your mind? So yes, percentage is a fraction, that's right, and it is a fraction whose denominator is 100, that's right, and denoted by a symbol that is percentage. So percentage is a fraction. Why percentage is a fraction? Any idea? We can explain now. Why a percentage is a fraction? When we say, suppose let's take 35%, right? 35%, then we say it is 35 over 100. Now the question comes, why we divide by 100? So we can explain, it is percentage, right? It is percentage. If you get rid of this word age, let's get rid of this word age. Okay, now it is left with percent here. Percent, if you break it into two parts, then it will become per, and let's put plus sign cent here. Per means each, and $1 is 100 cent. $1 is 100 cent. That's why we say percent per 100. So that's why 35%. When we remove this percentage sign, it is 35 over 100. Now question comes, it can be per thousand. Yes, it can be per thousand. Then we need to divide by 100. Can it be per 10? Yes, it can be per 10. Then it will be divided by 10. But today's lesson we are going to learn percent, so we are going to divide by 100, and this is the sign of percentage. Now if you see, let's take another example. Let's take 5% here. 5% means what? Yes, 5 divided by 100. Okay, 7% means what? 7 divided by 100. Yeah, so basically it is a fraction whose denominator is always 100. See here, whose denominator is always 100. Sorry, you don't know what denominator is? Okay, I can explain you what denominator is. Okay, so top function of fraction, that is called numerator, and bottom function is called denominator. So this is numerator and this is denominator. So if you see in all these function, denominator is 100, so it is a fraction whose denominator is 100. Now question comes, can denominator can be 0? No, denominator cannot be 0, because anything if you divide by 0, result is undefined, so you can't calculate that. So denominator can be any number apart from 0. Now it is denoted by symbol percentage. So if you see here, if we write 18%, so percent itself is saying it is 18 over 100. So these three key points we have covered. Percent is a fraction, so we can write down in a fraction, and it is a fraction whose denominator is 100. So if you see, all the denominators are 100, and it is denoted by symbol this, yeah, percentage symbol, that is percentage symbol. So 18%. If we say 100%, okay, so what does 100% means? 100%. Oh, so this time 100 divided by 100, and 100 divided by 100, that is one whole, we can say one whole. Then what is 1%? 1% is 1 divided by 100, and 1 divided by 100 is 0.01. So okay, 0.01. So this is what we need to do. Let's go for a little more question, and I'll explain you in more detail. So if you see, here is percent, fraction and decimal. So 1% you can convert into fraction and into decimal. So let's say if it is 25%, right? 25%. So 25%, if we write in a fraction, what you're going to write? Yes, say yes, that's right. That is 25 over 100. Okay, we need to write 25 over 100 in decimal. How we can write down? Any idea? Oh, you don't have idea. So I'm going to tell you how to write down in decimals. Let's revise quickly how to write in decimal. Okay. So if it is 3 and here is 100. So see in the bottom how many zeros are there? 2. So write down the first number as it is, 3, and then put point after 2 digit. Why 2 digit? Because there are 2 zeros. So let's count from your right hand side. This is 1 and 2, and then you can put point. Okay, so this is point, so it is 0.03. If 3 is divided by 10, how many zeros are there? Yes, 10. So point will be after 1 digit. So count from here 1, and this is point. Unlike small babies are not left alone. So similarly, this decimal is not left alone, and we always give another zero here to look after this decimal. So it is 0. This is 0.03 and it is 0.3. And let's take another example. If 3 is divided by 1000. Okay, so write down 3. How many zeros are there? 1, 2, and 3. Put point after 3 digit, counting from your right hand side. So this is 1, this is 2, and this is 3. So in this empty place, you can put 0 and you can put point here. And this point is not left alone, so we can put 0, 0.003. So similarly, now you have learned this, how to write down in a decimal. So 25 over 100, what you can do? Write down 25. How many zeros are there? 1, 2. So you can put point after 2 digits. So this is 1, 2. So we are going to put point here. Okay. So we are going to put point, and that is 0.025. Okay. 0.025. Now let's write down another example, that is 4%. 4% means it is 4 divided by 100. So let's write down 4. How many zeros are there? 1 and 2. So point will be after 2 digit. This is 1 and 2, and then there's a point. This point is not left alone. So put point and it is 0. So 0.04. Yeah. So percent is converted into fraction and fraction is converted into decimal. Isn't it easy peasy? Now let's write down a little bit big number. Okay. 447. Let's put 5. 475%. So what does it means? 475%, that is 475. Percent means divide by 100. And how we can write down in decimal? Write down 475. Count how many zeros are there. So this is 1 and 2. So point will be after 2 digit. 1 and 2. It will be 4.75. Yeah. So you can write down 4.75. Isn't it clear? Now I'm going to explain you a few more questions based on percentage. Okay, let's move on. Here is we need to calculate 15% of 60. So 15% of 60. So what you need to do, I'm just going to give you a very good example. Once we do 100%, so 100% of 60 is what? 100% of 60, that is 60. If we say 50% of 60, so 50% of 60 will be half. 50%, that is half, so that is 30. Now if we say 10%, so what we need to do? 10%, you just put decimal after one digit, or you divide by 10. Do only one thing, either you put decimal after first digit and divide by 10. So 60 divide by 10, that is 6. And when we say 5%, so 5% will be half of 10%, that is 3. Yeah. So this is our rule we are going to apply. Now if you see here 15%, so let's calculate 10% first. So what is 10%? 10% will be 10% of 60. It will be how much? You divide by 10, so it will be 6. Now let's calculate 5%. Why we are calculating 5%? Because 15, if you break it into two parts, so one will be 10 and one will be 5. So 10% and plus 5%, that is 15%. So we have calculated 10%. Now 5% will be half of this, that is 3. So if you add both sides, 10 plus 5, that is 15%, and 6 plus 3 is 9. So 15% of 60 is 9. Yeah. Let's see another question. If it is, suppose you need to calculate 35% of 60. So we know 10% of 60 is, so let's write down 10% is how much? 10% of 60, you just divide by 10, so it will be 6. Now you need to make 30. So how many tens are there? So okay, 10%, then 10%, then 10%. So there are 3 10%. So you are going to add 6 plus 6 plus 6. So it will be 18. Okay. Now, and what is 5%? 5%, half of 10% is, that is 3. So 5% is 3. So this is what we need to do. But there is another way, 10%. How you can make 30? So 35, if you break it into two parts, so it will be 30 and 5%. So we are going to make 30. So how you can make 30? Yes, if you times by 3. So math says there should be balance. If you're multiplying by 3 here, then you need to multiply by 3 here. Okay, so 3 times 10, that is 30%, and 3 times 6 is 18. Yeah, now 5% left. So 5% will be half of 10%. So 10% is 6. Half, that is 5%. So it will be 3. So if you add them, so it will be 35%, and 18 plus 3, 19, 20, and 21. So 35% is 21. Okay, and one more example. If it is question like this, suppose 45% of 900. So I can tell you another method. 45% means 45 divided by 100. Okay, 45 divided by 100. Let me rub this. Okay, so 45 divided by 100 of means times, and it is 900. Yeah. Okay, so let me stop this 1 minute. Okay, so it is 45% of 100. So 45% means 45 divided by 100, and it is 900. 900, they don't have anything in denominator, so let's write down 1. So this is another way. You can cancel top two zeros cancelled by bottom two zero. What is left? 45 times 9, and 45 times 9 when you multiply, you get 405. So answer 405. Okay, and you can do it the previous way as well. Now these are practice question. You need to try 10% of 70, 5% of 90, and 10% of 900. Please try. Pause the video and you can try, and you can check the answers against my working. So 10% of 70, it will be 7. 5% of 90, so 10% will be 9, and 5% will be half, that is 4.5. And the last one is, this is 10 basically, 10% of 900, so 10% of 900 will be 90. Please check your answer. Thanks for watching, and in next video we are going to show you some more percentage question. Till then, goodbye.